Good evening. Welcome to episode 2 of Beamer's Tea Room. I have tonight decaf tea because it's late and I want to go to sleep. It is not Earl Grey. It's a passion fruit tea and it's pretty good, but that was some of the only decaf that we had. I'm not a chamomile fan at all. Weed tea is what I used to call it when we gave it to the kids. However, using the new mug, and it is tea, so everything's good. I'm bookended by both Triumphs that I own, and I'd like to talk about where there's a will, there's a way. And that could also be adapt and overcome. I put on new Kuriakin floorboards and the Triumph adapters. I didn't like the springs on the floorboards, and I didn't like the slop in the adapters. So, how did I take up the slop? As the pictures will show, I went to Harbor Freight and I bought a mixed washer and grommet pack. So, we have a little grommet. Don't know if you can see that there. So what I did is I took a carpet knife and I cut that in half. From there, I had to take a Dremel sander and take off the ridges and smooth it down a little. And it just so happens to fit perfectly with this washer. I took the half and one half the washer. This is both halves, but I did like so. And tried putting it in, and of course the washer slid off the grommet and it got all boogered up. So to alleviate that, two-sided tape is awesome, people. I've used it on something else in this manner to hold some stuff together to get it to fit in a tight spot. But two-sided carpeting tape or 3M two-sided tape, whatever you can get, Scotch, it doesn't matter. But I took two-sided tape, put the washer on it, peeled it, put the grommet on there, poked it through, got a hole going in it, and then with a little bit of persuasion, I got it into the space that was causing the slop. And now the floorboard adapters are nice and tight. When I move my feet, they're not going to pop up on me. They're not going to rattle. They're going to stay in place. Let's talk about the Riot X boards. This is the Riot X mini floorboard. The original Riot X's did not have the rubber up here. These are really great for keeping your feet from sliding. The original ones also were more squared off. Let's see if we can get a good close up here. Yes, my wheelie chair is going. These spikes are really, really sharp. Guess what the next job for my Dremel is? I just ordered some 80 grit and 120 grit sanding barrels from Amazon, packs of 100. So, the other nice thing about Riot X, you have multiple positions and they're knurled so you can adjust your angles. Other Thunderbird Storm owners have noticed trying to get a good engineer's boot style under the shifter. There's not a lot of room. They didn't put a very long shifter on here. Fast Eddie's checking out the heel toe shifter for me to see if it will fit, because it's only called out for the Thunderbird LT and Commander. So he's pulling his Storm out from behind some other bikes, and he's going to put it on and make sure it'll work for me. Otherwise, it's off to the bike junkyards to find a longer shifter or make an attachment to bolt on. They are nice boards, but I'm going to do some modifications. Okay, there's the will and way. I would like to point out I have a really nice shirt from Seattle Triumph. Here is the back. It's really nice. So, trying to keep this in a decent time frame. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to Beamer's Tea Room. Hope you stick around for more.